Dr. Kilpatrick, Mr. Fagan, teachers, families, and friends, welcome to our third grade Awards Day program. We are excited to have you here and on behalf of our third grade class. We welcome you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our program.
Vest entailed teachers who were going above and beyond. As you know, many of our students were at home during this time and they were learning virtually from a laptop. And especially when we think about our first graders who are now third graders, rising fourth graders, what difference that made for them to learn phonics and the foundations of reading over the internet. And so we made sure that we provided not only our teachers with the resources that they needed so they could, and the training so they could prepare our students, but we made sure that we sent things home and we provided resources for parents so they could work with their children as well.
The students that I received had not finished kindergarten, and so their entire first grade year was online, which was extremely hard because that's the year that they learn how to write and they're learning how to read, and by them not being physically with me, it's a little bit harder. So some of the strategies that we would typically use, we weren't able to use. When we first started at this school year, at the beginning of this school year, we had a few students, I know I had at least maybe 3 or 4 that were definitely reading on or above grade level. And at this point, I know I have at least 10 or more. I have to go back and double check all the stats, but I have at least 10 or more, and I can honestly say I only have maybe 1 or 2 students that are relatively new that are not reading at least on a second grade level. So they really have made a lot of growth from the beginning. Definitely from when they came in from COVID with, we were struggling with letters and sounds, and now they are they love to read books. Like they're probably sitting in the room right now reading books. So they actually enjoy reading. They're understanding what they're reading, and they're continuing to grow.
The biggest thing, I think, is math. I learned about decimals. My brother taught me about that. Fractions, irrelevant fractions, things like that.
Javion has always been, like I said, he's always been self-motivated. So from the time he first got into school, he's always been like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be able to get this, I'm gonna be in the NFL, I'm gonna get me a Lamborghini. So he's always motivated, and I believe every word he says because he shows it. Like, he ain't just talking about it, he does what he says. So I definitely believe everything he says. And Ms. Gilbert Jackson just helped keep my baby motivated and help elevate him. So I greatly appreciate her for that, for sure.
I mean, I feel like Boyd Elementary has a lot of child development resources that have helped them improve a lot, and which one of those is the AR reading program. I feel like my kids have been learning a lot to read. Like, I have a kindergarten, a first grader, and the third grader, and you don't have an idea how much that they have improved.
But my heart is overflowing with joy and pride because I know how hard those students have worked. I know the deficits they had. I know how hard the teachers have poured into them, how much the parents have supported them so they could receive those awards, and they hear their names being called, and they've received AB honor roll, top reading, most improved. When you see those children who have struggled and they get to this point at the end of the year and there was success, that's what it's all about. My job as a principal is to ensure that every child that leaves this building is ready to go and be successful in life. And this is the basis. Elementary school is so very important, and they must be successful. So I am overfilled with joy on days like today.